So I just want to hit the syllabus quickly. The syllabus is on, now what? All right, give me a second. There we go. The syllabus is on the Drury website. I'm going to highlight a few things quickly, but if you want a paper copy of it, you'll just need to go there and print it off. There's a link to it, and you just click on it, and you can print that off if you want. If you have any trouble accessing anything that I have shared with you or whatever, just please let me know. It's a little different deal with working in one school, teaching for another school, and then sharing things with everybody from all over the place. So I'll try and make sure that I do, but if you have any issues, just let me know. My email again is on the syllabus. If you need to get a hold of me, I honestly don't typically answer my phone, hardly ever, unless I know exactly who's calling me. And so if you leave a message, come on in. College Algebra, you're on my list. So if you leave me a message, then I can get back to you, or text me or whatever, and we will get something figured out. Okay. I am Matt Anderson. I teach at the high school here in town. This is, I think, year number 22 for me, teaching high school. I've taught dual credit college algebra for probably 10 years. So the course material is not new at all. What will be new is teaching a class for almost 3 hours, because I usually get to have my students be there for like 50 minutes or so and then give them a break for a day, and then they come back. So this will be a little bit of a learning experience for all of us. And I'll try and give you a couple of breaks throughout the evening so that we don't all go crazy or anything like that. And but I live in Mount Vernon. I am married and have 3 kids. I have 2 sons and a daughter and a really dumb dog. But, you know, whatever. We all have our trials. Okay. As the semester goes on, hopefully I'll get to know you guys a little better. Some of you I know already because I had you in class over there. So, and that's fine. And that's, hopefully you're not going to run away or anything. But college algebra, one of your kind of basic courses that we have to do for, I don't like talking loud when the door's open. So, for pretty much the majority of the degrees you're going to get in college. So this will take care of that for you. Obviously, you're in the right room. Let me run through a couple more things from the syllabus here, and then we're going to get going. Scientific calculator would be a really good idea to have. I don't know that you're going to need a graphing calculator, but if you do, a lot of your cell phones now, smartphones, will have a graphing calculator app on them that works really, really well. And you can't use that during a test, but as far as homework and stuff like that, that'd be a really good tool to have. And we've got our schedule on here, so all that stuff is on the syllabus. That is subject to change because, like I said, this will be the first time I've taught 3 hours in a row, and trying to know how much I can get through is going to be a little bit of a touch and go deal. Grading stuff there. And let's see. The one thing I'm a little bit up in the air on is with this computer program that you have your homework on, and make sure you get signed up for that as soon as possible if you haven't. I know I had seen some people had already signed up. Some people, because I had the wrong code, got signed up tonight. So double check that you have the right enrollment code, because I had duplicate classes and I deleted one, and if you were in that one, it probably got deleted and you need to re-register for the correct one. It is correct on Drury's site now. So thank you for pointing that out so that we didn't have people all over the place not being able to do their work. But like I said, the one thing that'll be a little bit, I may change my mind on this. What I've got set up right now is all the homework being due on the Monday before we have class on Tuesday. So we'll cover several sections in lecture during our Tuesday night class. You'll have homework to go throughout the week. And right now I've got it set up so that it's all due, I think, on the Monday before our class on Tuesday, so I can kind of get through it. I may change that so that it's kind of staggered throughout the week, just so that we don't all of a sudden, it's Sunday night and I've got to do 3 assignments, then I haven't done any of it. Okay, so that I may change that. I'm still trying to figure out what the best option for that is. So just make sure to try and keep up with that. I won't change it without letting you know, like all of a sudden, oh, I just changed this. This was due yesterday. I won't do that. Okay. And for this first one, I think I've got it set up to be due next Monday, but that will be on your My Open Math Lab, or My Open Math is what that's called. So, and again, that's just on the Drury site. How many people have been able to get signed up for college algebra on the My Open Math site already? A few. Okay, that's the new code, and that's the one that should be on the Drury site now. That's my fault because, like I said, I had accidentally 2 classes and they were the same, but then I started making changes and I'm like, oh no, this is, yeah, just do a new class, but do this one. And in fact, I don't think the other class even exists anymore because I deleted it. Welcome, come on in. Are you, what's your name? No, sorry. Artemio, all right, got it. That was gonna be my guess, but I wasn't sure. Okay, so I think the only one that we're missing is Melanie Morales, right? No Melanie. All right. So all the homework will be on that program, the My Open Math program. All of your tests, we will be taking all the tests in class. Okay, giving the test on the computer. I have done that before. I'm not a huge fan of that, so we'll take them in class. And on test nights, chances are you're gonna get out a little early. So everybody likes that, right? So that way we don't have to stay here till almost 10 o'clock. They will be paper tests, yep. So bring your pencils and your erasers and your calculator. And then I'll just return them the next week. I'll put the grades in Moodle probably as soon as I get them graded, but then you can get them back the following week. Okay. Because we obviously have a limited number of classes, and we could have weather issues, and we could have, who knows, quarantine issues or whatever, we are going to go ahead and get started tonight. But before we do, a couple of things I wanted to mention. I am going to try to record the lectures each Tuesday night, and I will post them along with the slides on the Moodle site. It'll probably be just a link that would go to YouTube or something, and then the slides, I'll post those on Moodle in case you miss, or in case there's something you missed, even though you were here. That way you can go back and rewatch it or whatever. Hopefully I'm still working on how exactly I'm going to do that too, but restart required? No, don't restart now. That's not what we need to have happen. Okay, outside of active hours. Okay, we're good. Okay, so yeah, I lost track of what I was saying. Oh, I'm going to be recording the lecture each night. At least that's my plan, if everything works the way it's supposed to. Still working on exactly how I'm going to do that. For those of you who are sitting further back, you may have trouble seeing. You may want to move forward. So I guess you just use tonight as a little bit of a test night, but you may want to move. You may want to move forward unless you got eagle eyesight and can see very well. Okay. So video, I'll try and post on Moodle. The slideshow, I'll try and post on Moodle in case you want to see it. I don't know how helpful that'll be because I don't have the answers or anything on there, but the video will probably be helpful. Any questions that you guys have before we go ahead and get started? Okay, a couple things that I'll tell you. The textbook is in your My Open Math program. The exercises are in that, and I went looking through it, and a lot of the stuff, even the individual questions have tutorial videos in case you're not sure how to do something. That even in addition to what I'm going to let you know, there's additional resources there for you. So take a look at that as you're kind of going through it this week, and you may find some interesting things. If there's something you don't remember, you also have that resource as well. I will tell you, and if you played around with it at all, you may have seen this already, but there are practice exercises that you can do that will be similar to the actual graded exercises. So my suggestion, because there are not tons of graded exercises, I've got about 10 for each section. So it's not like you're going to go home and have to do thousands of problems before the following week. Probably going to be around 30 problems during the week, okay, maximum. But try some of those practice problems first to make sure you're understanding the concept, and then you can just you can check your answer, and they will generate another question for you if you just want more practice because you didn't get it the first time. So make sure you use those resources, do the practice ones probably first, make sure you're understanding it before you actually do the graded exercises, okay? And again, if you have questions, please let me know, and I'll do whatever I can to help you out. Like I said, I'm a little bit new with that program as well, but we will do what we can.